walked away, and my comment was, what is it? Go Boston.
Yeah.
Okay, you made a laugh like, you were surprised by that, and or Boston had no chance. And when I made that laugh to you, this was after game 2, so the series was tied 1-1.
Yep.
Game 3, we won. You know what I'm saying? Send you a text, you sounded like you was, oh, wow, okay. But now, since we have lost and the series is tied 2-2, first off, who'd you have before the series started?
So I'm not gonna lie to you. You can look it up on the tweets at Illmatic_3 on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I picked the Celtics in 6.
Okay.
I picked the Celtics in 6.
There you go, smart man.
Coming into the series, I just thought more athletic. Overall, just a better team. They had seen a tougher road.
Right.
Battle
tested.
As old Rudy T say, man, you can't doubt the heart of a champion. and man, Steph Curry came with it. Game 4, 43 points, 14 to 26 from the field.
He balled. He had that game that everybody's been bitching about. How come Steph ain't never had a big game in the final? How come Steph ain't never did this in the final? How come he did all that?
And what people forget is he dropped 47 on a boxing one against Toronto. It happened in the L, so they don't give credit for it. But
and nobody, because God knows, if you didn't say that, I sure as hell wouldn't have remembered it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it was 47, but it was an L.
Yeah, so I definitely understand that. But
yeah.
he had one of those classic performances.
He did
in Game 4. Clay came through with some big shots when they needed them.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Kerr, crazy coaching job because he sat Clay at different points when he really needed to, was willing to sit Draymond when Draymond wasn't giving him anything on offense. So
Dre ain't been doing nothing but running his mouth.
What Charles Barkley say, Mr. Triple Single? That's
right.
what he was.
That's a good line. But I'll tell you one thing, I don't want to play, what is it, victim of the moment or something of the moment. But at the end of Game 4 in the fourth quarter, my man gave him no points.
Yeah.
But he gave him boards when he needed. He gave him screens when he needed. He gave him shoves that should have been calls, but they didn't call it. So he made those winning plays, that you need to win a championship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing with Dre. Dre may not be able to give you points like he used to, but he gives you a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, and even just like you said, the energy in the last 3 minutes of the game, the way they play defense.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw late in the game, you go from having a 4-point lead to losing the game by 10. You scored 3 points. Yeah. It looked bad for Boston.
Yeah.
But if you can take any moral victories away from that, Jason Tatum, 23 points, only scored 7 in the second half.
Trash.
Very trash. But how many times? Well, you would hope that he's not going to have too many more games like that. Otherwise, you're going to be going home anyway.
Right.
You can take some of those small moral victories away. Jaylen Brown still had, pretty decent game offensively.
He had 21 points, bro.
But
like JB gave us nothing. I don't know
now,
what the deal was. JB gave us absolute nothing. My other guest is in the building. Oh, my man got some lunch too. You went to Slim Chicken as well? What'd you got?
He had to come with it.
He said, man. Hey, everybody, give it up to, y'all know who this is, longtime returning guest. This is Mr. Pancho Rucker, everybody. Give it up to Pancho.
What's going on, y'all? Very happy to be here.
Chilling, bro. So happy you made it. Thank you. What is it? So we're catching up. This is Josh Price.
What's going on, good sir?
Pancho, Pancho. He picked the Celtics before the series started, season 6. He's pretty smart. And, we just going over the last game. Like, again, and I'll just say it again, like, the Jays need to come with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Jays need to come with it. 23 points out of JT. 21 points out of JB, 9 of 19. Like, okay, he shot 47, 48%. That's decent. You know what I'm saying? But 8 of 23 from JT, that's trash. And this is the thing that I want to talk about because I don't want to just harp on, we got a late freaking start anyway because 170 ain't shit. But I don't want to, I got to say this, though. Why, with 2 minutes and 30, I think it was like 2 minutes and 35 seconds left, is Depoy, Marcus Smart, for y'all that don't know, taking 2 3-pointers in the same possession. Like, okay, shot the 3 brick. Got the somebody got the board, kicked it back to him. He shot another one real fast. Like, why are you not giving that ball to JT or JB?
So that's my biggest gripe with the Celtics right now. Every loss, they have way too many possessions in the fourth quarter where Jason Tatum either does not touch the ball or he gives the ball up to get back and never gets back.
Right, and then
way too many of those.
And JT mentioned this in the post game. What is it? Just watching, standing around watching. Man, you've done that in every game this series except for Brooklyn. Why are you still doing that? Like, why are we still in the mode of I'm just standing back and watching? I'm not being aggressive. I'm talking about JT and JB now. I'm taking bad shots. Smart. Like, we've been over this. Like, y'all came from 11th to 2nd in the Eastern Conference for a reason, because that's how you started the season. And the reason why you started the season so bad is because you had a brand new coach that got COVID during damn training camp, and you couldn't even get a good training camp off. People forget that. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't get a training camp off, and then once he came back, once the season started, players were in and out of lineup, so he had no time to implement it. But dear God, why are we still making the mistakes that y'all made in the first half of the season? Like, what the fuck?
Well, and you would think. A lot of people still refer to the Celtics as a young team, but you look up.
No, we passed that.
Yeah, at this point, Tatum and Brown are vets. Like,
can you say that though? Keep in mind, like the average person like gets their ring usually doesn't get it in the first 4 or 5 years.
True. But
so they're still making. They're still above the curve.
Right.
As far as learning and all of that, but they still make young ass mistakes.
Yeah. They do, but Pancho, again, like me and you talked about this, I think, in the last episode we did. I don't give a shit. Like, we're past this.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because you're right. You're right. The average player does not win a championship their first 5 years in the league, which both of them are in right now. I think JB's at 6. What is it? JT is at 5.
Is it 5 or 4? I thought
no, 5. He's at 5. He came in with it in 2017.
Okay,
so it's 5 for him. Right. But the thing about it is, you like me and Josh mentioned this earlier. They're battle tested. Like, they've done this already. This is
not at this stage though,
bro. They've been to, what is it?
They went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah,
JT's second year.
This is their fourth Eastern Conference final.
But you know them lights are different
years.
Though. You know
it's different in the finals.
Lights is different. Everybody that's had that's like won something in life,
I get
knows that when it's that final, and all this counts, you either gonna crack or you're gonna continue. You get what I'm saying? But like, that's why they're not even, since we're talking about the C's, but that's why even Steph's legacy could be affected by this. If he loses, you get what I'm saying?
To me,
when the lights are on, people cower.
You're right, but to me, I don't see Steph's legacy taking a hit, because even when they lose this championship, which they will lose, long as the C's don't choke away no more games, he could fuck around and get Finals MVP with a loss.
Yeah, he's not gonna get that.
So what? It could happen.
No, but it's,
you know what I'm saying?
If that's the case,
I mean,
then
it could literally happen.
LeBron should have got it that
before.
1 year. That's the only time.
I want to say it happened another time. I can't remember.
Jerry West.
I
think
it's
but
rare.
somebody else that got a Finals MVP in a loss.
It's rare that happens.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's
true.
extremely rare. So I can't necessarily say that's not. If anything. Who the hell is going I think.
I mean, to be
White
honest,
would be the
I think
shit.
It's to me, it's JB. But
I was gonna say,
go ahead, Josh.
To me, if you're gonna give anybody from the Celtics Finals MVP right now, it actually is Jaylen Brown. He's been even at his most inconsistent. He's been the most consistent.
He has
for them this series. And so back to the point you was making, though, Pancho, about them being a little bit younger and the lights being a little bit bright. From what we've seen so far in the playoffs, though, we thought Tatum was past that.
Absolutely not.
You sweep Brooklyn and you sweep Kevin Durant and Kyrie the way that you did.
I hobbled Brooklyn.
You get past the reigning Finals MVP defending champs.
I hobbled.
And you give them 46 in Game 6 to save your season. Yes. We thought the 8 for 23s were out the window.
Yeah, but these ain't the same. Yes. These ain't the same Bucks that you talk about, or the mentally, like the Brooklyn Nets were shot. You get what I'm saying?
True.
Like all the shit that they were going through, so all of these young mistakes that they were making, they've been making the same mistakes the entire playoffs. It's just
not in the first round.
Well, yeah, that was different.
Not in the first round. But see, here's the thing.
But you get what I'm saying, though.
You're right. I get what you're saying. But have they been making the same mistakes, or have they been playing better talent? Because look, like Josh has said, who they went through. I know you ain't about to smash right now, bro. We having a show. You better put your lunch on hold, goddamn. Like this dude about to smash. Are we doing a show? Yeah, put that shit up, bro. We ain't got but like 20 more minutes of show. Jesus. Like, jeez. But here's the thing.
Get to it while it's hot,
right, you know what I mean? We got a microwave. What's the name? The thing about it is, are they making the same mistakes or are they playing better talent? Because I just think they are. They play like there was that 7th seed that they played in Brooklyn. People had Brooklyn beating them. You know what I'm saying? And they swept and they took care of business.
Before when though? Because all that fuckery happened at that same, you know.
But Pancho, just listen to what I'm saying. Before that series started, folks had, especially Coon Stephen A., people had them winning, the Brooklyn beating them. Yep. Then when it was them versus Milwaukee, a gang of people had Milwaukee beating them.
I'll even go and put myself on the sword here. I said even without Middleton, they would win in 7. It got to a 7 game.
You know what I'm saying?
I picked the Bucks. I was wrong about
it. You picked the Bucks?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I thought Giannis was too much, which
without Chris
for
Middleton,
6 games he was, but he ran out of gas in game 7.
Without Chris Middleton, there is no complete Buck setup.
Yeah, but guess what? Period. Guess what? It didn't during the series. It looked like that somewhat, but guess what? During the series, they played their ass off to the point where maybe Milwaukee can get this done without them. Yeah, you know it.
Look so.
Everybody said it, and the same thing with Miami. Right. So it's like, they're making the same stupid mistakes by taking entirely too many threes. Like the last 4 minutes of the game, I think all y'all did was shoot threes. All you did was shoot threes. So
that is my problem with the NBA.
That's on you. That's the NBA. You're right. That's NBA. But that's on them. Like they should know. Like other games where they shot threes and missed them, they still were going to the cup. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right. 1, 2, and 3. But then you picked the 4th game to just panic and take bad threes. I can't.
Now that's a little bit of that youth coming in though. Probably feeling like, okay, we got the 2-1 lead. We kind of got momentum. We'll find our way out of it.
But they haven't been. They got to understand.
That's really what it is. We got to give credit to Golden State because, again, you down 5 minutes left.
Give me. I don't know if y'all talked about this or not because I did come in late.
I got all notes from the game too.
One of my biggest issues with Game 4 is the refs. It wasn't a thing of let them play, right? It was a thing of I'm saying you let them play, but it's like at some point, man, call a foul sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Officiate a little bit. And I'm not just talking about for the C's. I'm talking about on both sides. What are you doing?
This is the finals. I wanted to see it. It's going to be called a little different than the regular. And it's going to be called different than the postseason, than the playoffs, and the playoffs are going to be called different than the regular season.
You're
That's
absolutely
just how it goes.
right, but call a foul. Come on, man.
You know what? I feel you.
Prime example, Draymond should be suspended for one of these games.
Well, that was game 3.
I know. No, I know. I'm just bringing it up as an.
I'm sorry. What was that? No, game 2. It was game
2. I'm just bringing that up as an instance, right?
Right.
But I looked at it when I wound up watching the game after we talked because I missed it because I was working, you know. And I'm like, yo. Yeah. Nobody's calling. I text you. I'm like, man, this is poor officiating.
You did send that text, And I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to ruin the game for you. But again, that loss, that is not like game 2 where they let one particular an opposing player play football while everybody else was playing basketball and the shit was on.
I don't even know that was WWE.
Yeah, I saw the one screen from Draymond and I was like, I know exactly how the rest of this is going.
Dead ass. Grant Williams just got ran through, but it wasn't that. This game, it was winnable by the C's. The C's had the lead and choked it out. It's just they let Steph get off, and more importantly, Steph is going to get off. That we know that. But when you let Clay and Poole do something, you know what I'm saying? That was the problem. You can't let Clay and Poole go off.
And third quarter Clay.
Yeah,
oh my God!
I think it was fourth quarter play for real. Because Clay only had 18 points.
Yeah, but it was an efficient. It was efficient.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
It seemed like every shot he hit was a shot that they absolutely needed.
For real.
Absolutely needed.
My thing is what is it about the third quarter that makes the Warriors say, "All right, now it's time to play"?
Well, that's when they do their thing. They kind of lock shit down. But if you remember game 4, the last game, they didn't have that magic third quarter. Yeah. I even posted that on Facebook. I was like, no magic third quarter this game for the Warriors. So that's not when they did it. This game 4 to me was almost like a mirror of game 1 that we did.
You are absolutely
but
right.
Instead of the right team winning, the wrong team won.
Except
you know what I'm saying?
Because
that's when they did their thing. Yeah. In the 4, Josh, what you got happening in the rest of the series, man?
So I'm not gonna lie to you. I know, I don't know if you got any listeners that partake in any sports betting. Mm-hmm. As much as I picked Boston before this, I don't see a world where Boston wins Game 5. I don't see it.
Where they playing it?
I don't.
San Francisco. Right?
I think you're going to get. I think you're going to get another vintage Steph performance, and I think you're probably going to get a 20 to 25 point performance from Klay. Now, if you,
I don't see. I see Steph. I don't see that.
Klay, typically we
points.
see Klay. Game 6 Klay. I just think them winning Game 4 the way that they wanted after all of that back and forth with the crowd and stuff in Boston, getting to go back home for Game 5. I think
good,
that Chase Center is going to be a real different environment for them. They get hot early. Jordan Poole come off the bench doing his walk with swag. It might get a little ugly. Game 5. Now that doesn't mean that Boston's done.
You just said it.
No,
you just said I don't see them.
I don't see them winning Game 5.
Yeah,
but
that's what he said. Yeah,
I'm not ruling them out for the series.
Oh, okay.
Because we've definitely seen, if not even just with this finals, but with this playoffs in general, a lot of these series are very seesaw, back and forth, up and down. You win Game 5. I think Boston is that type of team that responds better to losses. This loss, though, being a little bit different, you basically handed the game over in the last 5.
Oh yeah, you fumbled the bag with that one.
What do you see moving forward, Pancho? Tell the truth.
I know. I still right now, like I said, my heart is with Boston, but my money still with Golden State. I still.
You had wait. I thought you had C's. No,
I had Golden State in 6.
You did.
I still have Golden State in 6.
I wish we put some money on that.
Well, keep in mind, I'm not a gambling person, but at the same time, though, I'm just looking at particular things, and it's like them C's are good.
Yeah,
if they keep this squad, they will run the NBA really soon. If they keep this core,
which they will.
But and that's one of the few teams that do. But they still move young. These are championship rounds now. You know what I'm saying? You're getting into the point to where this is make or break.
Right.
And I don't know. I just it's honestly a toss up, but I'm still sticking by my brain of this is what this is.
Okay.
I tend to agree with you that the Warriors will win Game 5. I think it's just gonna be I don't see it going to 7.
Okay.
I don't see it going to 7.
All right. I'll go ahead and throw mine. How quickly y'all forget that just. What was it?
Oh no, I ate my words Game 1. I mean, I ate my when we talked about that. I ate my because I didn't expect.
You didn't. And I knew it would come out
man!
Rusty. But look, this is how I look at it. Y'all quickly forget. Now I can't. We didn't really need a signature game in Miami to close out that series.
No.
We didn't really need that, but because that Miami team was so hurt and so high.
Oh my God!
Even 100% them. In not one draft pick as a starter, not one. You know what I'm saying? So
you say that, but I still can see them if they're healthy.
They weren't beating us, bro.
They were man.
They don't have enough talent. They just don't. You got your third best scorer or best player is PJ Tucker.
Hey man, don't do PJ like that, man.
Like, please.
He gonna wear some fresh shoes
PJ
and give you 15 maybe.
Like, come on, bro. Like, no. But and I don't know how your hoop game is, but PJ.
No, I'm more like a smaller version of Draymond. I give you 1, 1, and 1.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
triple single.
And that's what PJ gave their ass. So I go all the way back to the Milwaukee series when they had to have that game in in Milwaukee, Game 6. They had to have that game to force the Game 7, and JT had the game of his fucking life.
Yeah,
true.
So I know. I'd put money on it. I'm willing to put. I almost want to put my mortgage on it.
Shit.
What is it? They are not going to choke it. Now, see, this is going to be super tough. I mean, hold on, Pancho. Pancho don't even let you get finished. No. Let me say this. But they realized that they let one slip away. A game. What was it? Game 3, Game 4. They've let different games slip away in this series in Milwaukee and Milwaukee and Miami. Ime is getting in their ass now, and plus they already know we cannot drop this game in fucking in San
Francisco.
You know why? Because if we drop this game in San Fran, we go back to Beantown. We gotta come back here.
Yeah,
you take care of business Monday.
I give you that. Still one.
You ain't gotta go back there.
Right.
You ain't gotta go back there. You ain't gotta see the Bay Area until you on vacation or next year. So if it's me and I look, we already know how the NBA works. We know how professional sports work.
Yeah.
They want a Game 7. It's going to be Father's Day. They're going to call back to '96 when Goat won it after they killed his pops, which was still messed up. The NBA they're going to pump that ESPN, ABC is going to pump that narrative about 96. Look what happened on Father's Day. And if we get this game 7 on Father's Day, they're going to pump the shit out that narrative.
They're going to Dale Curry us to death.
They've been doing that.
I'm talking about the Thompson family. They're going to give us all the father shit.
There you go. That's it right there. Yep, a lot of that father shit.
I see the marketing.
They're going, oh my God. You already know what the narrative is. So they cannot let this shit possibly go to a game. The only way it could go to a game 7 if you choke Monday. That's the only way. You know what I'm saying? That is literally the only way.
To add on to your point.
Don't let it happen. That you choke Monday, and then you what is it? And then you mess around and choke that Thursday game 6.
The model for Boston is honestly a finals that they lost back in 2010. They won Game 5 against the Lakers.
The refs took that from them. That was some
bullshit. They won Game 5
against
against the Lakers.
Kobe couldn't hit a shot.
Oh yeah.
They go back to LA. Big Perk gets hurt in Game 6, and of course Lakers win Game 7 from there. But that is the model for them. If they happen to lose Game 5, we go home, we win Game 6 in our building, and then anything can happen in a Game 7.
Josh, I'll be honest with you. I don't like to model nothing after a loss.
No, and I'm not saying you're going in with that mindset. I'm just saying, at least based on my prediction. Because I see Golden State winning Game 5 based on the energy that they're coming off of Game 4 with. Well, and if that loss happens, then Boston, they're going to have to go all out in Game 6.
Right. To be objective and add on to your point, like San Francisco is one of the nicer places to win. You get what I'm saying? Like their crowd ain't as bad as like a Boston.
Oh no, it's not as bad as
you get what I'm saying.
Of course, but trust me, that anybody who thinks that San Fran or when they was an Oracle crowd is not raucous. Is not give it to you. Come on now.
But it's like.
Please.
Like, let me see.
Did y'all see
like a loyal Utah crowd? You get what I'm saying?
But check it.
Without the racism.
Did you see how they treated Chuck in the Western Conference Finals? They was wild.
They were wild.
They were straight throwing shit at dude.
Yeah,
they were throwing while he's on TV trying to do his job. They are literally throwing. He was about to chuck that inside the NBA mug at
He was stripping.
Like that's Charles Barkley. Like you don't fuck with him like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to me, I hate to knock that. You know what I'm saying? Boston gets like it don't happen everywhere else, especially Philly and New York. Like them the three places you do not F around.
Keep in mind,
Boston, Philly, New York.
The Oakland crowd still there for the Raider Nation is still the same squad.
Oracle Arena.
So,
those people still going.
But it's still like I see like it's still a bit easier to go there and steal a win.
I doubt
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
I doubt that. I don't think so. I think it's going to be tough, but I feel what you're saying. I
mean, like I said, my heart is with the C's, so I'm like, let's go.
But you don't see them winning Game 5.
Oh man, that might.
You're gonna need a vintage Tatum performance.
I'll say this.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully, you're gonna really see what they made of.
Now you're gonna need that. You're gonna need a repeat of that 46 from Milwaukee.
You're gonna see what they made of, though.
Yeah.
You're gonna see the characters that the characters built within them now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because that last loss, they dropped that.
They did.
So is there confidence? The morals, the momentum? It's just gonna be a lot of intangibles now that see if you can go here behind these enemy lines and and take one.
And another thing too, and I guess this will go to your point earlier, what you said about calls. Oh, and also too, if you would like to call in the show, don't hesitate to do so. 515-599-1687. 515-599-1687. 515-599-1687. You can call in right now and join the conversation before we get out of here at 3. But you're right. You're right to a certain extent with the calls too, because I remember I think this was Game 4 when it was like in the first quarter. JT goes to the cup and I think it was Draymond or somebody and runs his shoulder in the dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And another play when they were at the free throw line and Draymond like specifically tried to target his shoulder because not boxing him out on the left side, went right to the right side where the bad shoulder was and tried to push him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're right with the calls, but again, you have to play through it and you have to be aggressive you have to force the offense because you talk about no calls in Boston. What calls you think they're gonna get in San Fran?
They got some favorable calls though the last time
they're not gonna get them in Game 5 because.
No.
The league is trying their best to extend this mug to 7 games. You know what I'm saying? So if Boston wins Monday, it can be wrapped on Thursday. If Golden State wins Monday,
it could be wrapped on.
It could be wrapped on Thursday too. But also too, I don't see nobody sees Boston choking away a Game 6 at home. Don't nobody see that. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna go because if what is it? If Golden State finds a way to win on Monday, Boston damn sure gonna win Game 6 back home.
Yeah,
but I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to go there. I get it. So
I get it.
play through that adversity. How do you see this series ending?
This is one of the first toss-ups that I've seen in a minute.
Like, you can call this one, man.
I'm still gonna stand on my pick, but this is how finals should go.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, we should not have a predictable championship.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. This is how you should. You got the top teams from the East and the West.
Yep.
Show why they are the two top teams in the East and the West.
Last year and this year have been great finals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing is Phoenix couldn't do nothing but win 2 games, which was sad, and then got swept.
I'm gonna be honest. I liked the bubble too, though. Like it was like I like the AAU ball type of thing. I like
the outcome of the bubble.
You a Lakers fan?
Damn!
I should have.
But no, I like.
That from
only reason I like it is because you couldn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
This is what this is. All it is a ball. Ain't no distractions. No bullshit. This is just a ball.
But the finals was shitty though. It was a team that was overmatched. You know what I'm saying? Miami was.
To be honest, if Danny Green makes that 3 where he's shooting with a whole parking lot of space in front of him, the series is over in 5. So.
That's right. I forgot. I thought we talking about Danny Green from Toronto. Yeah, you're right. Yep. So, and that's your team.
Lakers. He comes from a long line.
Ride or die. Look, and this is
y'all tied together in the championship.
This is pre-LeBron Laker fandom. I need to make that clear because
you one of those though. Y'all got more annoying.
He's been there since Kobe. He's a Kobe.
Yeah, so this is pre-LeBron Laker fandom,
so
but this is real LeBron. This is
Laker fans. Then the Kobe era. Like,
I don't look. We didn't kind of fumbled the bag a little bit.
I can see if y'all. You was like.
Yeah, to say the least.
I can see when you said Magic was there.
I would love to hear his team's prediction last season before the season started. When he
I said it on my show. I said I can't give you a record for the Lakers. I just said throw the first month of the season away, and it turns out we threw the whole damn season away.
Oh my god! Yeah, and they're going to keep him.
Look, it's going to be easier to keep Westbrook and try to trade him in the middle of the season as opposed to try to find a suitor for him.
Yeah, you ain't going to trade him now. Nobody wants him now.
Yeah, get homeboy a buyout, man, and let him go find his way like the Hulk. Dog.
Try to do that John Wall shit. So before we talk about a team that's fishing, what okay, so you got Golden State. You got what'd you say?
Yeah,
they've been fishing for
been fishing since February.
They've been fishing since that bubble. What's the name? What's that piece? Pancho, you still got GS.
I still got GS.
Okay, whatever. Nobody cares. All right, so who you got, Chief?
I think I might have to join the band. I gotta go State in 6, man. I don't feel great about picking Golden State to win Game 5 and then picking them to lose Game 6 to force a Game 7. I think if they win on Monday and they know they can take care of business in Game 6, they're gonna do whatever they can to take care of business.
But you got them losing Game 5.
No, I have the Warriors winning Game 5.
I know you got the Warriors winning Game 5.
When he say them losing, he's talking about his team.
Oh, my team.
Always, it's always.
But me just having watched enough of the NBA, I can see when a loss is too much to overcome. I feel like.
Wow, you think that last Game 4 loss was too much?
We
gonna see.
If they come out guns blazing in Game 5 and you see the JT and JB that you need to see, then you might be all right.
Yeah.
But if it starts slow, them Warriors threes are going in early, you get out to one of them, 25 to 17 type of starts.
I'm gonna say this:
25 to 17 ain't nothing. Like
but when you
25 to 10, that's a problem.
Now, but when you're still carrying that weight of the loss from the game before, that starts to weigh on you.
I'll say this, but keep in mind that the Celtics are one of the few teams that I've seen not be, for the most part, wavered from that huge run that Golden State does. You know what I'm saying? Like, that run usually knocks the wind out of a lot of team sails. They fight and they fight and they claw and they claw. Now, the last thing that kind of made me be like, oh shit, they fucked up was that last game where they chose to be like, oh, we gonna choose this time to live and die by the 3. No, get that ass to the line.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Get to the line and don't turn the ball over.
If they don't live and die by the 3,
killed them in Game 4.
Exactly. If they don't live and die by the 3, they're going to be fine because the three is going to be open if you do everything like you like. Well, they were efficient in the paint. Game 1. They were efficient in the paint. If they go back to that type of style, the threes are going to be open. How the hell do you think Horford had, 6 for 8?
And
the
Pancho, the reason why they were so efficient in the paint is because they had mismatches. You had Steph switching on that big ass.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like they had so many mismatches they exploited.
Exactly.
But I see
so
that.
my point is if you stick to that more of that script, because I mean honestly, shit, the Warriors really not doing too much of a switch up. As far as their style, they the same of what they've been. They just sometimes it don't work.
Yeah. All right, I'm almost wrap. We got 5 more minutes and see when the next guest is coming in. Conversations with Cole coming up next, y'all. Make sure y'all stick around for that. This is a stat that any real ballers know. What is it? This postseason, anybody know what the Celtics record is after a loss?
Oh, they are undefeated.
Yeah, they undefeated, ain't they?
They are 7-0 after a loss.
Yeah.
C's record is 7-0 after a loss. Okay, that's number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, y'all probably know this because this has been going on for a minute. When the series is tied 2-2 at Game 5, the winner of that game wins the series 73.3% of the time. 22-8. You know what I mean? So again, my C's will win win Monday. They will win tomorrow night.
Well, it's that the team that wins Game 1 usually wins the series 80% of the time too. So.
True, but when it's tied, it's tied 2-2, you know what I'm saying? Coming out of Game 4, when it's tied, the winner, whoever wins Game 5, usually wins the series 73.3% of the time. 22-8.
Good
so
stat.
That's huge.
Good stat.
I see the C's doing it. I see them winning. They know how to exploit Golden State's weaknesses. What is Golden State's main weakness? They're small.
They're undersized.
But they realize that too. They play Looney a lot more in Game 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they realize that. Now, why are you not playing your bigs? I don't.
Well, it was also weird because they didn't start Looney, but they played him probably his same normal amount of minutes. They just saved those minutes for the end of the game instead of the start.
Right, so, and then they put Otto Porter. They put him at the 5, which
Otto
wasn't
didn't do too bad.
No, but that was horrible for them because if you remember, we jumped out to a big lead in Game 5.
To be honest, the one thing we probably didn't hit on enough that also saved the Warriors, Andrew Wiggins getting 16 rebounds.
That's
huge.
That's an unsung hero
to get 16 rebounds playing that small lineup. That saved them.
That was big for them. I mean, and then but also if you look at him, other than that, they had what they had off their bench. 14 points from fucking from Poole.
That's it.
Like the pool was closed. There was no pool party. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that was a good 6-man contribution.
No,
like the
but that's the thing, Pete. That's the thing. If your Golden State Warriors gonna win that you picked, he's got to.
They're not. Keep in mind, they're not my Golden State Warriors.
I'm just
right.
If I'm going to bet, if I'm going to bet money, then I might bet on that's the house. You feel what I'm saying?
If they're gonna win though, he needs 20 or more. He just does. You know what I'm saying? And
Steph
and Clay needs a hell of a lot more than 18. Clay, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't see Steph. Y'all think he can do this again? I don't see Steph.
I don't necessarily know about the 43.
I don't see that.
He's averaging 30 for the series, so I feel pretty safe at that number.
Steph?
Yeah.
No, Steph's fine. Yeah. Steph's gonna do what he does.
I don't think he's gonna get 40 again.
It's the contributions of the other players that is Steph is going to do what he does. Like this is Steph. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
no, but damn that.
This is Wardell.
You're right. This is Wardell. You love saying his real name, but here's the thing. What is it? He got off in game 1 in the first quarter, and then after that,
who else contributed? Who else contributed?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to take the other team. Like Steph. You gonna do your thing. We know this.
But
you know
he
what I'm saying?
Be limited.
They gotta beat us.
He can be limited, is what I'm saying.
I agree. No,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And
but
I don't know.
Limited is still 24 points though.
That's
shit.
Keeping Steph to 24 or less is good. That's a win. You know what I mean?
That's
and I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with Derek White and Smart on defense. I really think they should have. I don't know. Like their defensive game was not there like it usually was. One thing I noticed about Derek White. He's kind of like, what player can I compare him to on defense? I kind of can't. He flails. He runs around a lot and he flails around a lot on defense, and he kind of looks the ass because he's either on his ass or he gets beat on a play. But the one thing that I like about D. White is he will get you back on the offensive end because he will score.
Yeah.
Last game he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So we get more points out of him. We'll be good to go. All right, we about to get up out this mug.
Yeah.
Conversations with Cole is up next. Miss Nicole is in the building. She is here. I see. What's up, Miss Lady? How you doing, sister? Ryan looking all fresh with her gazelle shades and shit. Damn. Gazelle shades and corn braids. Get the pennies.
I took my time because I knew you needed an extra minute.
Thank you. I definitely did. 170 screwed me today.
Right.
Yo, Josh, tell the folks where they can find you, bro. What you got going?
Appreciate it, man. So Twitter at Illmatic_3. Instagram Illmatic3 no underscore. You can also find the Price Check at Price Check Pod on Twitter and the Price Check YouTube channel.
That's what's up, man. I've been looking for another sports dude here, man. You know what I'm saying? So you should come back to High Fly.
Look, I'm happy to come whenever y'all ready, man.
Right on, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Pancho, like, again, y'all, we talk cannabis on this show, and I'm sorry we haven't had like the focus on it that I normally do. But it's the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? So I had to you know, we heavy with basketball right now. But trust me, if you were at the event, you would have known we were cannabis too.
Lovely event.
And shout out to both of y'all and letting y'all know, Josh, you may not know this. We are going to do this again. Open concept. Loved it. Game 1 of the finals. We are going back game 6, which is this Thursday. Open concept. If you ain't doing nothing, even if you're doing something, come out. This is the best place really to watch the game in St. Louis because everybody else, they don't really understand the game or have as much going on that we do. We're going to have amazing vendors there again. All my vendors that were there the first time. What was it? Lifted Provisions, I&I Gallery, Field State Dispensary, BB Books. You know what I'm saying? Was it STL Cannabis Club? What is it? They're all going to be in the building again, y'all. Oh, and one of my favorite ones. This guy was a big hit. Cool Smoke over on Page. They are a smoke shop, and they also have their own hookahs. They got like a hookah bar there, y'all, and they will be in the building. Probably going to give away another hookah again. Their stuff was great. All the donations that we had were amazing. So come back out this Thursday. Got drink specials, food specials, open concept. Game starts at 8. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be probably kicking off around 7:45. Come on, 8. Come on out and watch a dope game. Pancho, where can they find you? And what do you have this super sick Ghostface killer looking necklace and shit. What's this Bumble Bar thing?
Bumble Bars is a lovely 500 milligram delta THC candy. It is a lovely treat that you can enjoy to fly off to space if you need to. Bumblebars.com is where you can get that at. That's BUMBLEBARS.com. I have a bunch of different books that you can go buy at BBBooks.com. That's BEEBEEBOOKS.com. And catch me at Pancho Rucker on all platforms.
There you go. And my man is going to be in the building this Thursday when we host Game 6. C's will end it. That is what I'm saying. They will end it in 6. They will win tomorrow night, and they will end it in 6, unlike what my co-host today think. Yo, major shout out to Josh Price. Make sure you check that man out. Major shout out to Pancho Rucker for coming through today, y'all. My name is O the Great. Yo, this was another episode of High Off the Glass. Keep smoking, keep hooping. We are out. Stay tuned for Conversations with Cole coming up next. Peace.